everyone, I'm Tiffany and I'm from Cards with Tiffany. I'm an independent, close to my heart consultant, and today I'm going to show you how to make a card from one of my workshops called Zoe Sorbet Circle's Birthday Card Workshop. The workshop offers 3 different designs, makes 4 of each for a total of 12 cards, and if you want to purchase the workshop, it includes the cutting guide, all the instructions to put the cards together. Just send me an email at cardswithtiffany@gmail.com and I will send you the PDF version of the workshop files, and they're only $5 Canadian. So the card that we're going to make today is this one. It says "Who's Counting?" We got our numbers along the bottom with our cupcake and our candles. So the first thing you're going to want to do is make sure you have all your pieces cut from the cutting guide. So you're going to need a piece of sorbet with the circles on it and a piece of white daisy. You're also going to need your zip strip that's attached to the top of it. On the back side it just looks like this, has the name of the paper, just the colors that reference with the paper, but we're going to use this side. You're also going to need a card base, and you can use the pre-folded cards or just a piece of cardstock that you cut and fold it. You just have to make sure that it's 5.5 by 4 1/4. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do all of our stamping, and I'm just going to show you the stamp set that we're using. It's the Kaleidoscope stamp set. It's from the Kaleidoscope Workshop on the Go, and Close to My Heart's still selling that. So we're going to start by taking our white daisy, and we're going to take that foam from the other side of the stamp set. That's really important to have when you're stamping. So now we're going to start by stamping the sayings. I like to put my stamps on the mat and then pick them up with my block. I just find it's easier to get them on there straight. So we're going to start by using our Slate Ink, and then we're going to ink that up. And it's good just to have some baby wipes nearby in case you get some ink onto your block so that we don't mixture up. Look at that. As I spoke, I did that. So we don't want to get that onto our card. And so we're going to stamp that fairly close to the bottom. Just like that. And we're going to keep that aside because we're going to need that. Next we're going to stamp our cupcake base. And we're doing that with our Canary Ink. And I already have these on my block. Ink that up nice and well. And so you're able to look through to see if you have it all inked up or there's anything else in the block. And that is just going to go slightly above the words in the center. Oops, stuck there. There we are. And next we're going to do our cupcake top. And that we're going to do in our Glacier Ink. I just got to trade blocks here. I ran out of blocks. And we ink that up. And with the lighter colors, it's sometimes hard to see because ink, but I think that looks pretty good. And we line that up with the cupcake base. And there we are. Next, we're going to do our candles, and we're going to do that in our slate. So I'm just going to bring my slate back in here. And you can put on as many candles as you like. I'm going to do 2 candles. And I don't think there's a right or wrong way how the candle goes. And you want to make sure when you put this on that you leave a little space at the top for your flame. So you're going to put that down fairly low. 1 and 2. And we're done with our Slate Ink. And we're just going to put that off to the side and pick up our little wick. And we're using the Canary for that one. Line it up there. And it's okay if your wick is kind of floating in the air a little. Oops, that one's a little lower. We'll work with it though. And we got that done. So there, now we got our stamping all done, so we're going to put that away, and we're just going to put this off to the side. We're going to take our card base, and we're going to take our sorbet circles, and we're just going to use some adhesive, and you can use whatever adhesive that works best for you. I'm using double-sided. And we're just going to line that up in the middle of our card. Sometimes hard to make sure that. There we are. Next we're going to take this and we're going to center that in the middle, but slightly more to the top. Just because we have stuff that's going at the bottom, we want to have room for all that. So I have it in the middle, but slightly more to the top, and it's good that we have those circles that we can kind of line it up like that. So next we're going to take some of our silver shimmer trim and we're going to put it along the bottom, and it's going just below the bottom. You can overlap your white slightly. Now do remember that this is super sticky, so once it's down, it's down. So I'm going to eyeball it here. And as you see, as I'm laying, I'm only laying part at a time. I'm not letting it fall, so I have control over it. Perfect. Now next, you see we have our numbers along the bottom, and if you look at our zip strip, it actually got the numbers and the month. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to cut off just the numbers where it is such a small, thin zip strip. So you're going to take your cutter and you're going to lay your zip strip in there, but it's not going to stay. So we're going to take our handy dandy stick-it notes, peel one off, and we're going to line up that blue line where it's going to be cutting at the top there, and we're going to stick a post-it note there, and we're going to do the same with the bottom. We're going to line up and stick, and we're going to put that down, and it's all lined up, and then we cut, and see how easy those come up. We don't ruin any of our papers. And now we just take the months, and we can keep that for another project. And I'm going to take this, and now I'm just going to cut that down to the size that I need it to fit along the bottom. So just give me a second here to line that up and cut. So there. So we're going to be using the 1 to 15 numbers. You can use the 16 to 31 on another project. So we bring back our card, and I'm just going to use a little bit of the adhesive off to the side there, because I don't want it to my project to stick on it. And all I'm going to do is it's kind of going to overlap the bottom where we had the shiver trim, just like that. So all we have to do is put on some embellishments. I'm using some of Close to My Heart Sequins Assortments, the silver pack, and I'm just going to take some of those sequins and just kind of place them on there to give it a little bit of some color. Just like that. And there we go. Now we can't forget to put the inside where we had those candles, so we're just going to open it up, bring back our mat, and we're going to stamp inside there our candles. We're going to put our candle back on. We're going to take our Slate Ink again, and once again you can put as many candles as you'd like inside. You go across the whole bottom if you'd like. I'm just going to do 2 down here in the corner, kind of like the front, and I'm just using the same colors. So we use our slate and our canary. I just got to find my wick again because those kind of, oops, stuck to me. And up like this, and line it up. And these ones are really floating. And there you are. Move all this so we can have a good look at our card. So here we have it. Who's counting? And our inside for a place to put our message. So once again, if you enjoyed this card today, if you go and email me at cardswithtiffany@gmail.com, I will send you the PDF of the workshop and all the supplies I use. You can purchase them on my online store. The link in that is down below. Have a great day. Thanks.